Guys, well, I know I haven't made a video in a while, but kind of took a little break from it, but I got a new toy. Brace was right, so she came home with me, put on the back of Dad's trailer, and on the Denali, and home we went. This is from my dad's oil guy for the shop. This thing sat outside for a while. I'll post pictures at the end of it, if I can. My phone's kind of running funny right now. Sat outside. You guys probably asking how much I paid for it. I paid not even $1 for it. It was free. I mean, I'll post a picture when I got it home. I put the seat cover on it because this seat's not in great shape. I mean, here's part of it right here, falling down. So I put the seat cover on it. Been working on it solid for about 2 days. Every time I'm working on this, hood comes off. It's a fiberglass hood. We're gonna fix this because that bugs me. This right here might just stay because I probably won't fix it. This tractor is a 1972. He thinks it's a 72. I don't know. I'll show you guys a tag. Got a little light right here, thankfully. There's a tag for it. That's the tag. And there should be another. There's a tag on the deck. This is a 54-inch deck, according to him. Thing does not run. We stuck a battery in it, turned the key, and it still wouldn't work. So yesterday we spent a lot of hours by recording it because there's a little bit of swearing involved and getting a little upset at some things on here where we can't figure it out. That battery came out probably like 10 times yesterday. It's not good at the garage. That's why these are here. There's a bench of fuel tank. This is the good old Kohler engine. I don't know what Kohler it is. It's the cast iron line. Which I think this is the original motor to this tractor. Everything is original except the battery and the muffler. He added this dinky little thing on here. Probably gonna cut this up, a little chrome tip out of the end of it. I don't know. What you guys tell me? Do I repaint this thing? I know I'm gonna have to repaint the hood because we have to patch this and repaint the hood. But do I repaint the rest of the tractor? I mean, down here and on the fenders. I mean, from here back to that fender's all one whole piece. I might just leave it as is because it's actually not in too bad shape. I mean, this thing sat outside for. I couldn't get start. I mean, I might actually have the key out here with me. Nope. I usually leave it in the back of the John Deere seat cover. It's got the original seat. I just put the seat cover on to kind of protect the seat. Keep it from getting any worse. Well, here's the dash of the thing. I mean, the PTO lever was stuck. It only moved about this far. It would stick. Now, I can move that with one finger. Not back though, because it's got the tension on it. But yeah, everything works on it. We rolled it down the hill and up onto the trailer. So, transmission's free. Brakes work marvelous. Got off the trailer, started to get away from it, so I ran over and I smacked the brake with my hand, and this thing stopped like that. Just stopped dead. So I know the brakes are good, even though it doesn't feel like it has any life on the brakes. No more in socks, but I spent probably about a good hour on it, because we got the thing Friday night. Probably spent about a good hour or two, hour and a half to 2 hours cleaning this thing. I don't know how long it was. Soap and water, with the hose, getting her cleaned up. She cleaned up really nice, actually. Seat, probably spent a good 20 minutes on that seat. Getting all that crud out of that corner. On this truck here, there's just a slab of black shit from like trees and from leaves on this thing. I mean, you better not tell me that knob's coming loose underneath the seat again. That's why it's shifting on me. Yeah, no battery low. Yeah, everything works on it though. Except it won't run. We jumped it. Engine's free, which is a good sign. I know from what I've heard, these engines are kind of pretty good engine. I mean, there's a bit of play in it to the left, but to the right, there's like no play. See, that's before you start. I'm just lightly turning it with one finger. That right there is where it puts tension. Turn it left, I got about that much. on it. Yeah, let's hope she's going to go good. These are even the original tires on it. All of them hold air. The only tire that was low, he said, was this one right here, the front left tire. Those two front tires are actually original. Well, actually not original, they're both Goodyear tires. Anyway, I pushed that over with my toe on the metal frame right there, and that brake goes. I mean, having some issues with this. This doesn't, you see it's all shiny because I'm pulling out the pliers of a multi-tool trying to get the stick, because that's why it's down. But the gauge works. Found that out yesterday, then after probably about, I don't know, 3 hours of screwing with it, this gauge quit working. I don't know if the battery's low, but it'd probably move about that much. There's a little bit in the red. But the only problem I really have with this thing, it won't, now that I'm on camera probably would go, but it won't go into 4th gear. Here, let me get some light down there. It won't go into 4th gear. And I don't have the clutch pushed in. Still gonna see some boots. Clutch is pushed in all the way. I still got nothing. I'm not forcing it either because I don't want to break this transmission. Let out the clutch. It'll slide into 3rd, but you push the clutch in, pop out, and go into 3rd. Goes in reverse just fine. 2nd, you have to let off the clutch. That's when it's not running, granted. Then you just kind of flip this. Of course, I had to do that. And put it over here then. And sometimes they're going to first. You might have to push the brake on. Nope. There it goes. Just kind of play with it a little bit. That's 1st gear. It's got the little stopper on it. See, nothing's pushed in. Push the clutch in all the way. Just pops it out and go right back in. And flip that back. Now, if you push the brake in, which you're supposed to when you're starting it, sometimes this thing, won't go in reverse. It won't go in 3rd or 4th. It goes into 2nd. If I light out, it won't go in 2nd. No, it will. Yeah, don't have the key for it, but we went to Home Depot and got a universal key, which actually halfway fits in it. Enough I could turn it on and turn it to crank, which it doesn't crank over because we got an ignition switch coming. My theory is that with the winter we had, and you guys saw it, how much snow plowing there was and all that, there's probably snow at the top of the steering wheel. And when that probably melted, I think some of it went in the ignition and ruined the ignition. Another thing you gotta be careful for, I asked another YouTuber, he has a couple of 110s. What are some common problems? He said instead of siphoning length of time, the water run down this and in the transmission. I don't see any issues with the transmission. I think the transmission's fine. Clutch is stiff, which is good if you ask me. You can hear it in there. You can watch. I have variable speed pull out, the hydro handles as I call it, pull all the way back. And I pull on it and push clutch in. You're not supposed to move this thing when it's not running, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I mean, this thing, that's full forward, that's all the way back. You have everything in between, just this button sticks a little bit. It's a good tractor though, I mean, got it for free. I mean, you guys tell me, should I paint these fenders and everything else? I mean, this is original paint, mind you. Do I keep it? I know I have to patch this and probably gonna have to paint the hood. The decal's actually really good shape for it, except I'm gonna probably take a torch and cut that. That exhaust is going out because the muffler's right here in this cage. I don't know if that's an extra muffler on it. I want to see how quiet it is when it's running. Pop the hood and give you a bit of a look inside here. Air filter's kind of nasty looking, but the original emblem's there. It's a little crack right here. Grill's actually in fairly good shape. This thing's a heavy thing too. It's good. If I can get like a 322 or 318, I might just get rid of that. It's not bad. I mean, there's a little bit of dirt and crud everywhere. This battery pan in there is just crusty. A lot of rust and a lot of corrosion under this battery holder. You can kind of see it down in there. It's not very, doesn't look very good. And there is ignition down in there. My dad ordered one today since he's at work. I mean, everything works on it though. Starters works. I put oil in it. Still have oil? Oh, yeah, she still got oil in there. Put what was it? 5W30 non-synthetic, because I don't think this motor is designed to have. I know it's not designed to have synthetic in it. Probably won't be putting synthetic in it because I don't want any engine troubles. Knowing me is, what was it? Saturday night we went on a cruise in the street rod. I didn't film anything, just kind of going out and spend some time. You know that thing. I mean, this works wonderful. Spend some time, I decided, well, let's go take a trip up the dealer in Rogers. I found some interesting stuff there. Found a 322 with a cab and a snowblower. If I know anything about that old 300 series, it's anything like the 318 or the hydrostatic right here. Which I'd like to get my hands on a 318 or a 360 or something, or a 322. Found an 855 and a 955 too, which, you know what I say about that. I want one of those too. Of course, you know, if I had enough money, I'd buy the whole stinking dealer lot. Well, except for that 6200 of those. Those things. Ugh. Gears falling down, headlights falling down. They wanted $20,000 for that POS, and it's not happening. I mean, look at One Lonely Farmer 7410. Imagine it probably about, I don't know, 5 times worse. That's what that 6200 looked like. There's a 5203, which I liked. Clean, 2-wheel drive with loader. And yeah. There's actually a zero-turn mower. I'll post a picture at the end of the video. A zero-turn mower with grass growing through the seat. That was funny. Anyways, guys, better to show you the new addition. This might be the start to something. Let's hope so. I got my tools in the back of the seat, so. Anyways, guys, my phone's about to die, so thanks for watching. And there's some more to come on the old 72 110.